Iron Boy Triana, who's scheduled to fight a week from tonight for Lion Fight 64 in Hutchinson, Kansas. Mike, man, it's been a while since I talked to you. 3 years, I think.
It has
Man,
been, yes,
man,
sir.
it's been a long time. 7 professional fights, since I've talked to you, man. How's everything going, bro?
Everything's great, man. We're going through the pandemic, but still training hard, and very glad to be back at it. Very glad to see things opening up and getting back to life.
Excellent. Well, dude, it's been a couple of years since you hit that Muay Thai ring for a lion fight. I think you do have 6 professional fights for them, a bunch of amateur fights for them, and one fight, pro fight in Brazil, which was your pro debut. And we'll cover that for, a minute or two why you got there. But, dude, all this time at Lion Fight, man, how's it feel to finally get back after 2 years?
It feels great. It feels great. I mean, I fought almost 2 years ago, and then I was scheduled to fight, but then COVID happened because it happened around like February, and I think I was scheduled to fight like March or April, and then yeah, ever since it's just been a waiting game since then. So that's why it ended up being so long. But yeah, I'm just happy. I've been still training as you see my Instagram and stuff like that. I always try to put everything out there. I'm still like training and keeping active. I never stop. So doing good.
Excellent. Well, when the country and the world kind of shut down, and then we had the scare that Muay Thai, MMA, all the regional fighting promotions had to shut down, and then the gyms were affected. I know you do a lot of personal training. I know you do a lot of your one-on-ones there and team training and all that other stuff, man. How did you manage? How did you train right away when the world kind of shut down, or did it take you a little while to go, oh, all right, now it's time to jump back in there?
Well, I'm a person, I love organizing my days, and even though I'm a big planner, I'm super flexible. I love coming up with schedules, and I just write them down like literally week by week, day by day. So as soon as it happened, I literally just went on my journal and I just like wrote down what I was gonna do every morning and every night. Like just wrote out like from morning to night, uh, kind of like hour by hour what my new schedule was gonna be like, and then I just adjusted to it. Luckily, I built a little in a home gym, just like most people probably did in their homes. So I built a little in-home gym in my basement and put a bag up. That's really all I need. Got a treadmill,
Yeah.
and then that's it. I just got to work. Yeah. So that was it.
Excellent, excellent. Well, Muay Thai, most of that work. I mean, you like that live sparring and stuff, and getting that movement in the ring. But a lot of your technique, I mean, you can do on the bag. You can get that work, that big workout there, man. So yeah, staying busy there, and like you mentioned, a lot of fighters of all walks of life in martial arts, made makeshift gyms in their basement if they didn't already have some, scrambling for equipment. I'm sure you had a bunch of resources to kind of get your shit going. But talking to a lot of fighters, they did have like a few fighters that they stuck with
I
during
did, yes,
COVID. Was
sir.
that something that you kind of did? You stuck with the same few guys or ladies and got work done that way?
Yeah, exactly. So at the beginning, I started here at home, obviously, and then when things kind of they didn't really open, but I would just go with my teammate Aaron Ortiz that just won a big win at the Nationals, and we just woke up at 5 a.m. every morning or earlier. We were there at 5 a.m. and we were training just him and I, every single morning. The reason we woke up so early was because I was planning ahead, like, oh, like when things start to open and we can't be at the gym because like the members need the
Yeah.
space, and as fighters we they don't want the touching, you know what I mean? So we started getting used to that was a whole new schedule, like super early mornings, just him and I drilling, sparring, doing a whole like our own little routine and stuff like that. So yeah, that was our pandemic training.
Well, awesome, because you just spoke about Aaron winning a big tournament, last weekend. It looks like the training between you two guys was very effective because he had a ball. He was beating, a couple of experienced, very veterans, older guys out there. Man, you know, as far as your training, what did you learn through there? I know, fighters, a lot of fighters with this time, some of them develop like major skills mentally, got things done in that factor of life. What did you actually learn and come out of COVID with positive, other than this big fight that's happening next week?
For sure, I think I would say something similar, like, since we didn't really have maybe like, pad holding too much. I mean, we hold pads for each other, but we just like really decided to really work on an IQ. So then we just try to like really break things down. Again, it's only him and I, so we don't have that many training partners to be like, being experimenting with. So then, we would like, for example, we'll break down fights and be like, all right, you're going to fight like this guy and I'll fight like this guy. And then we'll like study things backwards like that, kind of reverse engineer and just come up with new things, see what our weaknesses are and like do that. I will write down like training, like techniques and combinations or things that we wanted to work on for that week, for that month. And then like that, so we kept building up like that. It was a lot of IQ stuff mostly.
Excellent, my man. Well, as far as when you could add a little into your game, as far as more, sparring partners, I don't know if you have, but maybe, I would imagine you got some other work in there because, in the last couple of months getting ready for this fight. Are there other guys or ladies that you got to, mix it up with to help you get ready for this? Or has it just been Aaron?
No, for sure. And big shout out to him because he's been my main training partner. He's like a brother to me. But no, like after things started opening back up, I have Matt Negrati. He's a great teammate as well. We started training together. Miguel and Colin. That I think he talked to him as well. He had a big win, MMA win. So we all started training together, and since we all had fights, then the whole training camp started together. Like we started helping each other with sparring, with drills, partner drills, things like that. For sure, we all came together. These past few months, especially this year, 2021 was big because we all started training as a team finally.
Well, it's amazing. Team Link Muay Thai in Worcester. I mean, you got like 3 or 4 fighters that are active right now as far as getting work, in MMA you mentioned, and Muay Thai with Aaron, and you had 2 other kids or young dudes go with him there. Yeah, what I'm seeing from other camps is like they're getting one fighter, if they're lucky to get one fighter, traveling out to get a fight. You know what I mean? So kudos to the team and getting that work out there, and just getting your names out there and still getting that work. I mean, lion fights are big to do. I mean, you're locked in with them, but these other kids coming from the gym, man, it's great that the gym's getting a lot of work, so it helps you out in this camp for this big fight coming up next week. So, brother, let's talk about this, man. After 2 years back in the ring, every one of your lion fights has been at Foxwoods. I think I've been to probably 90% of them. Maybe they might have had a card going on. I had to be somewhere, but I've watched 90% of your fights, dude. What do you feel like going? This is your first time not fighting at home for Lion Fight, buddy. I know you fought all over the world as far as coming up in Muay Thai, but I mean you're a professional now. Everything counts as far as the record and getting you to that next level. Man, what's it like fighting out of your kind of comfort zone? On basically national TV with UFC Fight Pass.
And to be honest, I'm very calm about it. I'm excited, and as a professional, I'm very proud of my team and the work that we put in. I'm very confident in the work we put in. People ask me, I'm like, we haven't been slacking. That's it. Whatever the outcome is and whatever comes, we're ready for it. That's it, because we've been putting in the work. We haven't slacked at all, not even through the pandemic. So we're ready for it. I'm not nervous. If anything, I'm excited for these opportunities. Excellent.
Well, it's Friday night. I believe this was your last night of kind of, being with the team and getting some, last minute, maybe running through some things and getting some, game plans going, man. What's it like? What's this next week going to be like for you as far as getting to the show?
Weight cut. So I already started my weight cuts, just slowly, So I mean, tomorrow actually, I wake up back, to training right in the morning. I have a big training in the morning, and then after that, just focus more on weight cut and healing the body, and yeah, and perform, man, and perform. Again, we put in the work. This is the hardest part, the weight cut, which is
Yeah,
not
yeah.
my favorite at all. You know, but
Well,
after that, I do enjoy the whole journey, to be
yeah.
honest. Like, I enjoy training with my training partners. I enjoy the hard work behind it, making memories. That's what it's all about. And then go out there and perform. Just do what we love, and yeah,
Totally, you get to have fun. Friday,
exactly.
man, the 12th. As far as when you're taking off to go there, when does that all happen? I mean, you haven't been through like the COVID protocols and all that stuff when you get to a fight, how that works. But when are they
Yeah.
flying you out? And when you're heading down there, basically.
March 10th, yeah, in the morning. So Wednesday.
Okay,
Wednesday morning, we're gonna be going out there, and then yeah, see what the protocols are.
excellent.
So yeah,
Well, yeah, weigh-ins will be Thursday, fights Friday night, man. So
yes, sir.
let's talk a little bit about your opponent here. Not as much experience as you in that ring, but dude, you've been off for a couple of years. He's fought once for Lion Fight, I do believe. He's from the area where you're going to be going. There's some
Mm.
fans allowed in there, so you're going to be going into his neck of the woods, which not only are you fighting, which it doesn't matter to you, out of kind of your neighborhood, you're going into someone else's kind of territory. Does that make you? Does that light the fire a little more that you're gonna go? You could spoil his big party that he's getting ready to have.
I'm just so calm about it. I'm just gonna go out there and have fun, perform. I have nothing against the kid. Like, I know he has like 64 professional fights, or I'm gonna be his 64th one. He's been in Thailand. He has a lot of experience, so I'm just excited to fight him, and I'm just excited to get back in the ring. Not really thinking of anything else,
Yeah.
really, like about the crowd or whatever.
Yeah, and as you mentioned, I mean, typically from Muay Thai fighters, they have a ton of fights under their record. I mean, just because he has one fight, or only fought for Lion Fight once, doesn't mean he doesn't have a ton of professional experience beyond that. But the Lion Fight ring is something special, and that's something different. That if so I have to give you the veteran status here, being in there, buddy. So, as far as who's going to be in your corner, who's taking the trip with you?
So my coach Ibre, big shout out to him. He's always in my corner, obviously, and he's the one that trains me. And then my brother Aaron Ortiz is gonna fly out there to be in my corner. And again, he's just been a big, like, just a huge part of my training, and a brother to me. So I'm just super excited. I'm gonna have some friends fly out there as well, which is gonna make it a little bit more like home.
Yeah.
Usually we bring a big crowd, but even if we have like a few people in the crowd, like, I'm gonna be happy with it.
That's New England, dude. I mean, we're loud here.
Yeah.
We don't need many, dude. We
Yeah.
don't need many to take over a place, bro. So, dude, a couple of more things before I let you go. You mentioned when we talked about things through COVID, and how, things you got better at, or things you picked up in there. You mentioned, writing things down and all that. That goes along with your business. Not only, you're a coach at Team Link, on the side and stuff, you give your personal training and stuff like that, teach classes. But you have an online school that you've developed that's doing pretty well. And, talking about COVID, and a lot of people were forced to go into technology for their gyms, to do them online for the people, because people couldn't go to the gyms and all that other stuff, doing online stuff like that. You were ahead of the curve there with that, because you were already doing something like that. So, dude, let's talk a little bit about that, because I want to give that some shine here. That you got something special going on social media as far as teaching Muay Thai, right?
Yes, sir. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, so I was actually doing that before, the pandemic happened. So then when it happened, it was a good opportunity for me to help people. I started doing my training in the morning, and every single night I was going live and doing extra content like every single day for people to be training. I do love Muay Thai. Muay Thai and martial arts have really changed my life. So then I really wanted to give that out there, and that was a really, or is a great opportunity to be able to do it. And then as far as growth, definitely it's been great. It's really been great. I've met people all around the world, really, like from students like from Ireland, from Italy, from people in different parts of the U.S. That I made friends with, which is really cool because and they met friends with each other through the online academy, which it would have never happened if that online academy wasn't
Yeah, you're,
there.
you're
You
making
know,
you're making massive connections all through social media through these people, man. Kudos to you, brother.
thank
How's it
you,
doing? I know you said you started it before the COVID, but you know, I watch it here and there. I mean, not that I'm practicing Muay Thai, but it's just wonderful to watch you from like 3 years ago when I was like interviewing you as an amateur. And
yes,
then
sir.
now seeing you doing these online courses and just traveling around the world, and now being a huge fighting for a title maybe soon with a big win here next Friday, man. So all success and congratulations to you, brother, for
Thank you.
doing chiseling your own path here, man. Congratulations, bro.
Thank you.
Oh,
Thank you. Yeah, it's definitely been a big path and just I people ask me like what happens if it doesn't work or whatever. Like I never even thought about quitting like in my business. I there's in Muay Thai, to be honest, I love it. And one thing that I did find out during the pandemic, I really love teaching it. I really because during that time I had my training, but I had a lot of time to focus on my business, a lot of time to help people that were actually in need of, staying active and, having these type of outlets. And then through that time and seeing how I could help people, I realized that I was like, man, I really love martial arts, Muay Thai, and I really love teaching the art. It's something I'm going to be doing my whole life. I really, really enjoy it. So it's been a great, great journey for sure.
excellent. Well, man, I think researching you a little bit. I think 2012 you started off with Ebri and hanging out with him and dude, look what you guys got a bunch of killers in that camp there doing amazing things, from all ages, bro. Last thing before I let you go, bro, I want you to give shout outs, how we can watch this, anything you want to throw out there, and your social media. Dude, your Instagram is off the hook.
Thank you.
Facebook is one thing, but I mean, there's not so much there. Your Instagram is just it's a class in all itself, man. It's good stuff. Everyone should check it out. So, throw all that stuff out there. Social media, thank yous, and I'll let you get going, bro.
Thank you, thank you. So you can find me in my Instagram at Mike Ironboy. So pretty simple. On Facebook, same thing, Mike Ironboy. And then I have my YouTube channel, which is the Ironboy Experience. I'm always uploading just my experience with different techniques, workouts, whatever you guys have for questions. And then shout outs to everybody in my team, like Aaron, I call him Aaron, Aaron Ortiz. Again,
Yeah.
super happy for his win. Colin is killing it in the MMA scene. We have Matt McBody coming out, Brian that's coming out, some of the younger fighters coming out there to really show what Team Link is about. And of course, our coach, Ibre Hayes, that has made all of us into killers, into beasts from the ground up. So big shout out to him, big shout out to my team, and then huge shout out to just everybody that's been supporting me all over the world. Like, thank you so much. I appreciate it. I appreciate all the messages. I appreciate those in the academy and those that just follow my journey. Thank you.
Excellent. Excellent. Do you have sponsors you could maybe throw out, or is there 150 of
Yes.
them that you have to put a banner out there?
Yes, of course. Right now, I have my sponsors at Unrivaled, which is a gym downstairs from our gym located in Worcester, Massachusetts, and that's where I get all my strength conditioning. And then I have my friend King Moy that has yeah, that you might know.
Yeah, I
He
know him.
has his men's styling. So he's been sponsoring. He's one of my new sponsors. and so definitely check him out. Yeah, those are the only two for now.
That's all right, man. I might be jumping on that next fight of yours as in the Room Podcast sponsor, man. I love what you're
Thank
doing.
you.
Your inspiration, brother. Like you said, you're calm, cool, in all aspects of life, man. I love it. You have a journey that your path is chiseled, and you know your goals are ahead, man. They're well planned, and kudos to you, brother.
Thank you.
Success next Friday night at Lion Fight 64. So happy to see you back. So happy to see Lion Fight back and on UFC Fight Pass. So that's another special thing for you, Mike, to get more eyes on you, man. You're 6-1. A bunch of fights for Lion Fight. Dude, I do believe 6 fights for Lion Fight. So you're a face for them now, man. And congratulations on everything that you've done up until this point, brother.
Thank you very much. So yeah, UFC Fight Pass next Friday. Make sure you catch me there. See
March
you guys.
12th. Yee.